Dr. Mpho is the new executive mayor of the city of Joburg, and Councillor Vasco da Gama takes his second seat as the Speaker of Council. In a race against time, the city of Johannesburg finally formed their municipal council with the election of 270 councillors.
The city of Johannesburg, the people of Johannesburg gave us a mandate to go and deliver services. Today is the start of that mandate where we are sworn in as councillors, and we want to ensure the residents of Johannesburg that we will deliver on our promises as we were campaigning, telling them that we will deliver on the services.
Well, quite excited. I'm back after 2.5 years of absence, but I think I'm excited with the prospect of having 44 strong, very strong, and non-racial South Africa. We believe, as Action SA, we have a diverse group of South Africans who are going to represent the people of the city of Johannesburg. Now, we are now councillors. We are no longer councillor-elect.
It took 147 votes for the DA's Vasco da Gama to reclaim his seat as the presiding officer of council. Dr. Mpho ascended to the highest office in the city, beating the ANC's Mpho by 23 votes.
I'm still in shock. I'm still numb. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think I'm still processing my emotions. It's really so surreal when you came into council not having the numbers, not having any coalition agreements in place. It's really quite something to see what's happened. I can only say glory to God. You know, it's a miracle.
It is now up to the Democratic Alliance to form and lead a multi-party government that best serves the residents of the city. As the ANC now clearly sits on opposition benches, the question is exactly which political parties will make up the new executive.
There are no agreements in place at the moment. I will be spending a few days with the leadership of the party as well, looking at what is doable under the current circumstances. But I cannot commit to anything right now. I think it's still early days and nobody anticipated this. Johannesburg is such a strategic city for South Africa. I believe that if we can get it right here, the right model to work across multiple parties, standing behind a common vision of rebuilding and giving residents the quality of life they deserve, I believe that we would have done justice not only to residents of Johannesburg, but the whole country as well.
Palate also now officially becomes the first female mayor for the city of Joburg.
I'm really honored. It's a big honor to, as a woman, be trusted with the economic hub of the country and of the continent. But I also hope that I'll become an inspiration for so many other women out there who have not been putting their hands up. And I hope we'll see more and more women coming forward and taking up positions in different sectors of society.
During the run to become executive mayor, we sat down with Councillor Mpho and these are the priorities that she outlined.
Everybody's asking for us to bring back normality to the city, just a sense of functionality. And that's going to be our priority. We've put together a 7-pillar manifesto, but pillar number 1 will focus on basic service delivery. The reason why we have these outages, whether it's water outages, electricity outages, broken down roads, sewer running down our streets, is because for the longest time the ANC neglected to maintain our infrastructure. So there was no investment in infrastructure over the 22 years of ANC governance. When we came in 2016, we started to put money aside towards the repair and maintenance of our infrastructure. And unfortunately, 3 years was too short. They came back in and we saw another regression again. That's why we want to come back, and we will be ring fencing a substantial amount towards the repairs and maintenance of our infrastructure, upgrades. And we also want to invest in future growth, understanding that Joburg is an economic hub and that we will continue to attract people into the city. And while we do that, we need to think about where will they live and how will they be accessing services. So that's going to be top on our list of priorities. Of course, safety is a big concern. We want to work in a more integrated fashion with the SAPs and with private policing as well as community organizations, and we want to continue investing in smart policing. The other pillars look at, us being a caring city towards the poor, us being a business-friendly city, a well-run city, an inclusive city with different modalities to the provision of housing, and us being a smart city, particularly considering the effect of COVID-19 on how we function, a lot of us having to function remotely now.
We will keep on bringing you more insight and analysis as the business of council continues.